So today we will be using this chunky yarn, a 6.0 millimeters crochet hook, a tape measure for measuring, some stitch markers, and of course a scissors. So let's get started. To start us off, I'll start with a slip knot, and then we'll be making chains of up to 67. So keep chaining 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 67 chains. Here I've already made my 67 chains. Then we are going to go to the 6th chain from the hook, and I'm going to make a V-stitch. So make one double crochet stitch like that, chain one, and another double crochet stitch like that into the same chain. Skip one, we're going to skip two, not one, skip two, and into the next make another V-stitch, make a double crochet stitch, chain one, and another double crochet stitch. Skip two, 1, 2, and into the third make another V-stitch like that. Skip two, into the third make a V-stitch again. So this is how we are going to work this row. So keep crocheting, and I'll meet you at this end and show you what to do next. So here I've come to the end of the row, and the very last chain we're going to make a double crochet stitch like that. So in essence, this is how our work looks like. Going to the next row, chain 3, turn. In this row we're going to make shell stitches. So let's do it together. Go to the very first double crochet stitch of the first V-stitch. We're going to do a front post double crochet stitch like so, and then into that space we're going to make one double crochet stitch like that, chain one, and another double crochet stitch, and then into the other double crochet stitch you're going to make another front post like that. That is how our fan will look like. So in this row we're going to make fans. Did I say shell stitch? We're going to make fans, not shell stitches. So going to the next, again make a front post double crochet stitch, chain one, make one double crochet stitch, no chaining, into that space, then chain one and another double crochet stitch into that space, and then another front post. So let's keep doing it. Front post, double crochet stitch into that space, chain one, another double crochet stitch into that space, and then a front post like that. Let's do it again. Front post, one double crochet stitch, chain one, one double crochet stitch, then front post. Yeah, it looks like this. So let's do it once more. Front post, one double crochet stitch, chain one, one double crochet stitch, and another front post. So keep crocheting like this to the end of this row. I'll meet you once you reach the end of the row and show you what to do next. Crocheting my last fan here, double crochet stitch, chain one, double crochet stitch, front post, and finally now remember the very last turning chain we make a double crochet stitch like that. Okay, so this is how our row looks like. Yeah, so going to the next row, again chain 3. Let's turn our work, and here we're going to be a row of V stitches again. So we come to the middle of this fan, this piece, and make a V stitch, a double crochet stitch, chain 1, and another double crochet stitch. Again we move to the next fan and into that central space. Again we make another V stitch. To the next, it's here, another V stitch there. Let's move again to the next, right here in the center of the fan. We make a V stitch. My yarn has come to an end. Let me just add another yarn. Let me show you how I attach my yarn. So we're making a V stitch like this. So I'll leave that tail hanging, and this is how I attach my yarn. And I continue. So once I'm done with my project, I will use my darning needle to tuck in these loose ends nicely, and we won't have any knot tying around. Okay, so let's continue making our V stitches on this row like that. To the next, so keep crocheting V stitches. This is how the row looks like. So keep making your V stitches out to the end. I'll meet you once you reach this end. So this end, I'm working my last V stitch, and then I attach to the very last the turning chain as a double crochet stitch. This is how it looks like. So chain 3, let's turn to the next row, and starting with the next row again, we're going to make rows of fans. So starting with the very first V stitch, I'll make a front post double crochet stitch, and then into that space a double crochet stitch, chain 1, a double crochet stitch again into that space, and then another front post double crochet stitch. Into the next front post double crochet stitch, then a double crochet stitch, chain 1, a double crochet stitch, and then a front post double crochet stitch. Again a front post double crochet stitch, a double crochet stitch, chain 1, a double crochet stitch, and then a front post double crochet stitch. So this is how we're going to crochet this row. So work to the end, and I'll show you what to do next. I have come to the end of the row, working my last fan, front post double crochet stitch, a double crochet stitch, chain 1, a double crochet stitch, front post double crochet stitch, and then to the turning chain we will work a double crochet stitch. So this is how our row looks like. We've done how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4th row, and this is how our work looks like. So going to the next row again, chain 3, turn our work, and again this is a row of V stitches. Yeah, so we'll be working our V stitches like so. So remember, you work the V stitch in the center, on at the top and center of the previous fan. Okay, like that. All right, so remember we are working a shrug, a crochet shrug, using fan stitches, using fans and V stitches. So at the end of this project, we'll see how beautiful our work looks like. Now I've already done 4 rows. I'm going to work to a height of 7 inches. So once I'm done with my 7 inches, I'll meet you and we'll see how our project looks like. Already done with the 7 inches. Now going to the next row, we need to demarcate where the neck will be passing through. And to do that, we'll be using stitch markers. All right, so let's start from this side. So I'm going to count, there's a row of V stitches, so I'll count 5 V stitches on this side and 5 V stitches on this side, and we'll put a stitch marker, and then the central area we'll leave it for the neck. Okay, and this is how we are going to do it. So starting from the very first V, 1 2 3 4 5, and here put a stitch marker like so. And on this other side again, starting from the first V from this side, 1 2 3 4 5, and again at this center, again let's put a stitch marker like that. All right, so working on the next row, we're going to chain 3, 1 2 3, turn our work. Starting in the first V, we're going to make our fan here. So there, then crochet, chain 1, double crochet stitch, and then a front post to the next V, front post, double crochet stitch, double crochet stitch here, chain 1, another double crochet stitch into that space, and a front post, double crochet stitch. Next, front post, double crochet stitch, double crochet stitch, chain 1, another double crochet stitch, and a front post, double crochet stitch. Okay, so let's continue. A front post, double crochet stitch, a double crochet stitch, chain 1, double crochet stitch, and another front post, double crochet stitch. And into the last fan here, a double crochet stitch, a front post, double crochet stitch first, then a double crochet stitch, chain 1, another double crochet stitch, and a front post, double crochet stitch. So this area between the stitch markers, this stitch marker and this stitch marker here, you can see that area, we are going to make 35 chains. All right, so starting from the first one, 1 2 3 4 5, 33, 34, and 35. All right, so these are 35 chains, and then we'll skip that all area and come to where the stitch marker is, to the V stitch after the stitch marker, and we're going to make our fan here. So starting from the very first V, we make a front post, double crochet stitch, a double crochet stitch, chain 1, a double crochet stitch, and then a front post, double crochet stitch to the next. So here again we are going to crochet the fans all the way to the end of this row. All right, so let's continue like so. Chain 1, double crochet stitch, a front post, double crochet stitch, front post, double crochet stitch, chain 1, chain 1, another double crochet stitch. I've run out of yarn, so let me just attach some more yarn. Attaching my yarn, I told you I don't make knots, so this is how I attach my yarn. I'll just leave enough tail, then I will secure it nicely once I'm done with my work. Okay, just like that, and then we make another front post there, and into the very last V stitch we make our last fan for this row. Double crochet stitch, chain 1, double crochet stitch again, front post double crochet stitch, and we finish with a double crochet stitches at the end of the row. So this is how this row looks like. This is where the shoulder area will be, this is the neck area, and the other shoulder area. So working to the next row, let's chain 3, turn our work, and on this row, remember, we're going to work V stitches. All right, so starting from the top of the first fan, we work V stitches. This is a V stitch row. This is a crochet shrug cardigan, and I know just like you, can't wait to see how it will come out. It's so beautiful. The yarn color is beautiful itself to start with, and also we are using a very different and unique crocheting pattern. So let's see how our shrug will look like once we are done with our work. We've come to where the chain space is. All right, so now here we are going to work our V stitches. All right, starting from the very first after the fan, you can see here where the fan is. So we are going to skip 2 chains, and into the third one, let's work a V stitch like that. All right, again skip 2, and into the next a V stitch. Okay, skip 2, into the third a V stitch, skip another 2, into the third a V stitch, skip 2, into the next a V stitch, skip 2, into the next a V stitch, skip 2, 1, 2, and into the third we are making a V stitch. Just want us to work together through this row so that we are all on the same page together. Okay, skip 2, into the third a V stitch, skip 2, into the third a V stitch, skip 2, into the next a V stitch. Coming to the end of that part, skip 2, and into the next a V stitch, now we are going to skip again this and go into our fan and make our V stitch. All right, just want us to pause here and see how it looks like. See how the neck area looks like. Yeah, all right, let's continue. Into the next a V stitch, into the next a V stitch. So we'll work together through this row and see how it will come out. Into the next another V stitch, and finally the last V stitch of this row. Onto the very last turning chain, we are going to work our double crochet stitch like so. All right, this is how our row looks like all through. All right, now going to the next row again, make 3 double crochet stitches, turn. Let's turn our work, and again we are going to make our fans. All right, by now you know how this project is being crocheted. All right, so you make a row of a row of V stitches followed by a row of fans, a row of V stitches followed by a row of fans. This is how we are going to make our shrug. It will be beautiful, it will be stylish, and it will have a different feel from the normal usual shrugs that we know we've crocheted before and we have seen. All right, the ones that are meshy. Now this one has a different crochet pattern. I'm also I'm also curious to see how it will come out, but definitely it's gonna be beautiful. All right, so if you come to that neck area, just continue working your fan stitches. Yeah, the fans, not fan stitches, but the fans, because the fans are made up of double crochet stitches anyway, and it's that accumulation that makes a fan look the way it looks like. So we continue working our fans. So I'll just pause here and allow you to work to the end of the row, and I'll meet you once you reach at the end of the row, and we'll see what to do next. All right, see you then. Coming to the end of that row, and of course at the very last turning chain, we make a double crochet stitch. All right, so this is how so far our work looks like. So now from here, remember what we did on this side and the same height of 7 inches. Now just continue on this side and make sure you have 7 inches, and once you're done, then I'll meet you and show you what to do next. So starting from here, we'll make a row of V stitches and continue working V stitches, fans, V stitches, fans as they follow each other through the row. Then I'll meet you once you're done. Finally, I'm done with my 2 panels. Remember this side and the other side that we started is here. So we have this, remember this is our neck area, so we have 2 panels. Yeah, here they are. This is the end of our panels. These are the 2 panels. Finally, I'm done with my 2 panels. Remember this side and the other side that we started is here. So we have this, remember this is our neck area, so we have 2 panels. Yeah, here they are. This is the end of our panels. These are the 2 panels. We need to demarcate the hand area on each side. So now we need to demarcate or show the hand, the arm area. So using a stitch marker, I want to leave some space, and for my case, I will have to use a tape measure. So using my tape measure, just leave what is enough for your arm. For my arm, I need to leave around 7 inches from here. Okay, so I'll put my stitch marker at this end. So you can also check on what is okay with you, then you can put your stitch marker. The other side, I'm going to do the same thing. On this other side again, I'll have to measure another 7 inches up to here, and I'll put my stitch marker there. So this is where my arm will be. Okay, so I'll grab my yarn and start working, making the arm area. So starting with the, I love making a slip knot when I'm attaching my yarn. Just here where my stitch marker is, can remove the stitch marker. And I will attach my yarn there. like that, and then I'm going to make 2 chains, turn my work. Now we are just making the arm. Okay, so I'm going to start with V stitches. So in the same, I have chained 2, 1 more chain, those are 3, and then I make a double crochet stitch into, so I've chained 3 and into the same space a double crochet stitch. Sorry for that. So chain, make 4 chains, 3, 4, and into the same space make a double crochet stitch. So that is our first V stitch. Then we move to the next space, which is here, and you're going to make a double crochet stitch, chain 1 and another double crochet stitch into the same space. So move to the next. Let me try and show you so that you can also see how we are doing it. Into this space here, remember where the fans were? So make a double crochet stitch in here, chain 1, another double crochet stitch to the next, this in between these fans. So we are jumping all the way to this fans here, make a double crochet stitch, chain 1 and another double crochet stitch. So this is a row of V stitches. So keep crocheting like this to the end of that row or round that arm. Then I'll meet you and show you what to do next. So I'm done with the part of the hand, but here we are going to make it it's going to be a bit wider, opening up. I have crocheted up to, these are around 18 inches. I'm doing 22 inches in total for the length of my hand. Now I want us to start doing some increases here, so we'll do this together. So these are 18 inches. These are a row of V stitches. I'll just show you how we're going to do it together. So starting here, chain 4, make a double crochet stitch into the same space again, make a double crochet stitch, chain 1 and another double crochet stitch. So these are 2 V stitches into the same place. We are making increases. Then we go to the next, make your V stitch to the next. So at this end, this is the neck area. We are going to make a hood. So from this corner, I'm starting from 1, 2, 3, from this, the third V stitch, make a slip knot. Let's start, attach our yarn here, chain 1, and then we are making shell stitches. So into that space, let's make a shell. And we continue making our shells. by now you know how to make shell stitches, because with this project we've just been working shell stitches and V-stitches. So just attach all around this neck, attach up to here, the third shell stitch from this corner, so we'll have this opening. After that, just keep working your hood up, and I'll meet you once, because you already know how to work the shell stitches, you already know how to work the V stitches. But niacha tu niendelee. When you reach this corner here, this, just let's work on this. Yeah, we'll use these two as our V stitches to make our shell stitch, to make our shell. And just keep making those shells. So here we'll make our shells all the way. When you reach this end, just make to 1 2 3 to this third shell, okay, I mean to this third V stitch, then turn your work, make a V stitch, and continue making shell stitches to the height you'd prefer your hood to be. Once you're done, stitch that hood together, and I'll meet you once I'm done, and I'll show you what to do next, so we see how our project will be looking like at that point. Let me work off camera, then see you once we are done.